Hello there, my friend, and welcome to another episode of the Disney Travel Secret Show. We are your hosts, Rob and Kerri Stuart, coming to you from the CMV studio in Disney's backyard, Orlando, Florida. This is episode number 448, original air date September 15th, 2025.
And we came up with the name Disney Travel Secrets all the way back in 2016 for a Facebook page. Little did we know it would turn into a podcast and eventually us branching away from our travel franchise and starting our own travel agency. But when it comes to Disney Travel Secrets, it does come down to two main components.
And those are tips and hacks. There is a difference, which you're going to see in just a couple minutes.
And because when it does come down to it, we're just like you. We're Disney fans and travelers that just want to have the best time for the best value when it comes to our trips.
Yes, that is very true. And that's Disney trips or otherwise. So let's get started. What do you say, Hugh?
Hello, my friends. This is former Disney Imagineer Hugh Darley, and you're listening to Disney Travel Secrets with my friends Rob and Kerri Stuart. As you can imagine, I have plenty of Disney secrets myself, and I can't wait to share them with you. Let's get this show on the road. Take it away, guys.
Welcome to this week's show, and we are 1 week exactly from our week on the Wish with our friends, Steve Hamilton and some of our other friends and clients. We plan to do actually more weekends on the Wish in 2026. So make sure you tune in for those dates when we release them.
I know. I'm super excited about that.
The weekend trips are really easy. They're quick. We don't have to miss a lot of work.
And you could pair it with a park visit, too, if you're coming in from out of town.
Oh, my gosh. We should do that.
Well, okay. So my goal for this cruise is to try something new. We've been on the Wish a handful of times, but it's always fun to know there is a new experience somewhere. So this time we are going to do a cabana. We have one rented at Serenity Bay. So I'm excited to try that out.
That'll be our first time. It's also our first time staying in concierge on the Wish. We've done that on the Wonder before, but I'm looking forward to that cabana as well because we've never gotten one before. We'll typically just go to the adults area and they have a bar there. We'll just sit kind of plant ourselves on the deck, bring our towels and stuff and just have a few drinks there, do some swimming. And so this time we get to relax in our own private cabana.
I know, but we're also looking forward to having a few of our friends come and join us.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So in Disney news, the newest cruise ship, the Adventure, didn't do so well during its sea trials. I think it may have turned into an adventure. So the main voyage has been delayed from December all the way to March.
Yeah, and that is a huge delay. But I did see some footage online of the Fantasy was in Denmark, because it's over in that area right now. Mm-hmm. And so they actually got to see the Adventure out in the wild doing sea trials, which I think is kind of cool.
Just not for very long.
No, but it is going to be home ported, that ship, the Adventure, in Singapore for at least 5 years. Yeah. So if you're thinking, hey, I want to jump on that when it comes to Florida.
You don't.
You don't. But here's the interesting thing. It's only doing 3 and 4 night cruises.
Well, I think this itinerary is all about the ship because they don't have port stops. They're just going to go out in the ocean and do circles.
I know.
I think that's what they're going to do.
No, that's exactly what they're going to do, which means that the entertainment and activities on board are definitely going to be the star of this vacation because I think this one has the best theming yet. It's Pixar and Marvel, but they definitely are building it for, and they will cater to the Asian market. So you can expect high energy, just like the Tokyo theme parks.
I think at some point we should probably go on that ship.
Oh, I definitely want to.
So just so you know, we've never been to Asia, so we're going to put that on our list. So we hope you're enjoying our Magic in a Minute weekly emails. If you aren't getting our emails, please send us a direct message or head to DisneyTravelSecrets.com to join. But also make sure you go to our YouTube channel. Strangely enough, it's called Disney Travel Secrets, and that's where we plan to do at least one video per week. And my new little outdoor patio set, we got a cantilever umbrella. It's really cool.
You're pretty excited about that.
I am.
We have a lot of fun surprises headed your way in future shows. And if you ever have a topic that you would like us to feature, send it on over. We have been loving all the interaction and comments on our Instagram and in our Superfans Facebook page. So thank you for that.
This week, we're talking about tips and hacks. So basically, a tip is what to do. That is your tip. A hack is how you do it.
And so first, we're going to share a tip, and then we're going to share the hack. And then with that hack, it's going to help you get even better prepared for your Disney vacation.
Absolutely.
So take some notes.
Now, to start with, we're going to start with a big one, and that is the tip. Bring some food and drinks with you so you don't have to spend a lot of money on the Disney food options, as good as they are.
So here's the hack. Get food and drinks delivered. Specifically, we like Kroger as opposed to Instacart. But, so the reason why is Kroger has professional drivers and refrigerated and frozen trucks on the inside. So not like Instacart where it's some personal vehicle where they stop at a Publix, they grab your things, and who knows how long they've been sitting in that car.
Let's not do a hack. Let's do a pro hack. This is bring a small but soft-sided insulated cooler bag to bring to the park. Remember, you can't pack it full of ice though, but you can get those ice bags that are frozen. They don't want broken ice because the security screeners have to put their hands in it, and they don't like doing that. So that is one of my pro tips.
Yeah, and also Kroger or any delivery service can deliver your order to the bellhop, and most of the resorts do have a cooling station in there. However, there will be a small fee. Right now, it is around $6 per grocery order, or if you have like an Amazon package delivered. But if you're ordering any alcohol, you do have to meet the driver in person. Very important.
So you can save a few bucks if you meet them in person, because Kroger will give you a window when they're going to be there, and they will give you updates that they will text right to your phone.
Yeah. So if you're a Kroger Boost member like we are, yes, orders are over, any order that's over $35 are delivered for free. And they also have a no tipping policy. But if you're not Kroger Boost, it's usually like around $9, regardless of the number of items that you get.
Yep. Now, here are a few things we recommend to be pretty much part of every order, and whether it's us or our clients, and that's like a case of bottled water, bread, and then we like turkey and roast beef, so you can make some sandwiches, some sandwiches, American cheese slices, fruit like apples, bananas, grapes, whatever fruit you guys like. And of course, if you like soda like I do, Coke Zero is my favorite. That's my go-to.
But I think it's important though to know that when you are ordering things, kind of map out when you need those meals and why. Because a lot of people, they just want to have their breakfast in their resort room. So you could get some cereal and get some milk. Just keep in mind, you do not have a freezer in your room. It Correct. Is just, it's not even like a full refrigerator.
It's a cooler.
It's just a cooling fridge.
The verbiage, the wording Disney uses is very specific, because people say, you guys said it was a refrigerator. It only got down to 43, whatever I don't know what it is, but that's very specifically worded.
Yes.
So on to our next tip. Arrive at park opening for early morning entry, but here's the hack. Use the rope drop plus strategy. Get there about 45 minutes before official opening, but head straight to the second most popular attraction after rope drop, while everyone else rushes to the number one ride. Then circle back to the most popular ride after, say, 11:15-ish, when crowds are starting to thin out as they get ready for lunch.
Yeah, I love that one. But here's another one. The tip is buy Lightning Lane multi-pass for busy days. But
Yes.
Here's the hack. You're going to purchase the Lightning Lane multi-pass exactly 7 days before your visit to have the best option for the duration of your trip. This also includes those individual Lightning Lanes. As soon as your window opens, which is 7 days prior, then you're going to want to secure these. So don't wait. If you're staying off property, you're stuck 3 days out, but don't do it the day of. Make plans 7 days in advance.
Yes. Another very popular tip is to use Disney transportation, which we always recommend. But here is the hack. Master what we call the transportation hierarchy. The monorail is the fastest. The boats are hands down the most scenic, except for something we're going to mention in a second, but they're also slow. The buses can be very unpredictable, even though they do have those signs at the bus stops. This is the next bus for this park. And the Skyliner is great for the resorts that have it, unless a big storm rolls in. And if there's lightning within, I think it's about a 10-mile radius, the Skyliner will shut down until that threat is gone.
Yeah, so always check multiple routes, because if you like to have options, that's when I would say 100% do not stay at one of the Disney resorts that is 100% dependent only on bus transportation. I like to have options myself.
Yes. I was starting to say that the boats are the most scenic, but really it's the Skyliner, because you get that aerial view. You can see.
I like them both.
I do too. It's not like our favorite kid. I get it. Now, you can always use rideshare as a backup, but know the drop-off and pickup locations. Never do rideshare to Magic Kingdom. If you want to use rideshare there, just use minivans to this park. All the other parks drop off. The zones are pretty good. Animal Kingdom is like right at the...
Yeah, that's a good one.
They almost drive you to the safari. But Magic Kingdom, not so much. So for the most part, there's really not a reason to do rideshare, in our opinion, once you're inside the Disney bubble.
So our next tip is pack comfortable shoes and sunscreen. I mean, that's a tip that's out there, and some people are like, that's so basic, but it's true. Some people forget to pack those things. But here's your hack. ship a box to your resort with those bulky and heavy items. You know, if you need diapers for your kids, if you want to do sunscreen, but you want a bigger bottle, and instead of, you know, maybe you're doing carry-on only on the airplane, instead of having a teeny tiny bottle, you can get a bigger one, have that delivered, snacks. If your shoes are super bulky, you could just ship them to the resort. But we recommend doing this with Amazon Prime for some of those items, because when you do this, you could also just throw in a little small first aid kit that maybe has the moleskin for blisters, travel size Tide pens, all those things that you normally have handy at home. And you get to your vacation, you're like, oh, I forgot this and this. Just have it delivered by Amazon.
And, you know, like she just mentioned a minute ago, it seems like the shoes and sunscreen are so basic. You would be blown away by how many people we see walking around the parks barefoot and sunburned.
It's true.
Even on that hot surface.
Yeah.
Also, a little pro hack for packing. If it's going to be rainy, scratch that. It's going to rain, most likely.
Yes, it is.
Have one complete outfit change in your park bag. Florida weather, especially this month into October, is very unpredictable. As we're recording this show, it's sunny right now. In 3 hours, it'll probably be raining.
A downpour.
We have had a lot of rain lately. So if you are a park open to close person, maybe one of you on here is, there's nothing worse than wet clothes. So at the very least, I would say pack an extra shirt. If you want to have that really cool, you know, everybody has matching shirts, just have a backup for those.
Yeah, no, it totally makes sense, because when your clothes are wet and you walk into one of the shops or into an indoor show where there's AC, all of a sudden you are going to be so cold, because it's going to cool you down significantly.
Yes, it will. Sometimes too fast.
Yeah, it's true.
A wet shirt in a gift shop,
freezing.
It's going to be freezing.
Freezing.
Our next tip is get the memory maker. But here is the hack for that. Ask your Disney photographers for magic shots. If those are really cool, and have them. They'll probably have you do multiple poses anyway, but if you don't ask them, they may not offer to add them.
Yeah, and then also take photos with your own phone too. The cast members and the PhotoPass people, they'll take them with your phone. But what I like is have a list of photos that you know you want to capture, especially if you're traveling with teens or some people in your party that just don't like to stop for photos.
No.
At least you can have like a checklist to make sure you get the shots that you want.
Wait, you mean teens don't want to pose for a photo?
They're either one way or the other. Some are like all the photos, and some are none. So you know which one you are.
So this hack works better too when you know the best PhotoPass locations. We'll name a few here. There's Cinderella Castle, whether it's the front side or the back.
Multiple angles.
Actually, all those. The Epcot Ball, and one of the most popular ones in recent years, because it's pretty new, is the picture of Walt the Dreamer over behind the Epcot Ball. At Hollywood Studios, everybody likes Tower of Terror or even Star Wars. Also, the Tree of Life over at Animal Kingdom.
And what I recommend is have one person in your group as the designated PhotoPass coordinator, who's going to then organize and download all of the photos after your trip so that they just don't hang out in the cloud. And keep in mind, only one person in your party has to have Memory Maker. That's pretty cool.
So if you are not the one that has the PhotoPass or Memory Maker, as long as you're linked, you're still going to see the pictures. But if you're not the one that has it, you'll see a watermark on it. But don't worry, the person who is paying for that can share them.
Yep.
Now on to our final tip and hack. This is the big one. For the tip, plan some rest time. The hack, build a flex day or flexible day into longer trips with no park reservations. Use it for resort activities, Disney Springs, or returning to your favorite park based on how everyone in your group is feeling.
Yeah, and you want to create a Disney backup plan for each family member's potential meltdown triggers.
No.
We all have them. It doesn't matter how young or old you are.
There are no meltdowns in the bubble.
Yes, there are.
That's
People get
silly.
hangry. I've done that.
The hangry part.
The hangry part.
Yes.
Never, yeah. So, but you want to have kind of like a little plan. And part of it is knowing where are those quiet spaces in each of the parks. So you do have baby care centers, but there's like a really quiet area around Communicore Hall at Epcot. I love that. Mm-hmm. In Hollywood Studios, one of the things we like to do if we just need like a little pause is just go people watch on Sunset Boulevard.
That is a great place. Sit on the side of the street, hopefully depending on time of day where the benches are in the shade. But that is one of the best people watching places in Disney.
Yeah. And then they have tons of shows over there. So you could also just go to one of the longer shows like Beauty and the Beast. That's a good one. But there are a lot of places inside the park to chill. You just kind of have to know where they are in advance.
Do you have a Disney vacation hack that maybe we didn't mention? Please share it with us by sending us a direct message or on any of our social channels. Except Pinterest. I'm never on Pinterest. I don't have Pinterest.
No, we do. We are on Pinterest.
But I'm not there. If you want to talk to me, it's going to be Facebook or Instagram.
But no, our Pinterest is great.
It is, yes.
And if you like these, when you work with us as your travel agents, we give you even more hacks to help you have a great vacation.
And to get you started, we put together a grocery shopping list for your Disney vacation. That'll be in the show notes. And we know the size of these mini fridges in the rooms. That's why we like it. Like when we have a suite we do for Agent Palooza, we have pretty much almost like a full kitchen. It's like a giant refrigerator and microwave and all these other things.
Yeah, but you're not going to get that in your standard rooms. So.
That is correct. Also, remember, every building pretty much is going to have an ice machine. But you cannot put that ice in the little soft-sided cooler you bring to the parks. Keep that in mind. That's just to chill stuff that's in your room.
Yes. And also, we are filling up our Adventures by Disney with Hugh Darley, and we want you to join us. It is September 13th in 2026, and we do have payment plans available. So you can secure your spot. All it is $299 per person.
Yeah.
And just head over. I have a link in the show description in the show notes for more information, or you can just send us a vacation request and put ABD with you.
I think we've already filled maybe 14 or 15 of the spots. We know this is going to sell out because it's Hugh. Our pricing, even with Hugh coming along with us, is cheaper than the regular Disney pricing. They gave us a special rate. So thanks again for spending your valuable time with us today. Join us next time as we talk about Disney around the world.
And not Disney World, but the Disney adventures that take you to all 7 continents. And that is going to be a super fun episode.
We should start planning some of those ABDs to other countries and bring Hugh along with us.
I know. Well, let's get this first one under our belt.
Let's do it. So until next time, have a magical day.
We hope to see you real soon.